Hello guys, my name is San. I'm the Executive Director of Youth for 12. And yes, I'm here to ask you for money. Okay, it sounds very off when I say it like that, but seriously, we're here to ask for your support with our crowdfunding campaign whereby we are planning to launch our merch store, and we'll only be able to do it with your help, which is why I'm here to ask you guys to help support our crowdfunding campaign, helping us launch our merch store. And perhaps you're asking yourself, why are we launching a merch store and what's the big deal about it? Well, I'll give you 4 reasons perhaps why we are launching a merch store. Number one, we want to be able to give you guys some additional resources on top of the content that we'll be sharing with you guys. We want to help you apply the principles that you learn maybe from the blog, the podcast, or YouTube channel to your daily life. For example, we'll be having a Teach Me How to Pray series on our podcast in the next coming months, and want to be able to have a prayer journal ready for you guys at that time, so that the principles that you learn from that series you can be able to apply in your life by using that prayer journal. So not only that, but we do want to create some brand awareness around Youth 412 and what we do. I think if we are able to create merchandise or publications that people can see, they can be led back to the content which can offer them the value that they need in order to perhaps change their lives for the better or find Christ or become closer to Him. Not only that, we want you guys to be able to share the gospel in a cool, subtle way. Imagine you're wearing a t-shirt saying Jesus loves you or something like that. That can help spark a conversation with a stranger who may ask, how do you know Jesus loves me? And then you can have a conversation with that person and share Christ with them. Not only that, but you can be able to just not even say anything, but that clothing, that merch that you're wearing, that hoodie, that t-shirt, whatever it is, can be a sermon that someone can need, or motivation for somebody who's looking at you perhaps and is having a bad day and sees a verse on your shirt or something like that, that can help put them or pick them up from a dark place, or even lead them to Christ if they had no relationship or did not even know Him at all. So yeah, and perhaps one of the other reasons is we want to make being a Christian look cool again. I mean, want to mix Christianity and cool looking clothes that you guys would like to wear. So we want you to make being Christian look cool again. But most importantly, one of the most important reasons is that we want to be able to help fund Youth 412 and the work that we do. So we want this to help lead us into a point whereby we are a self-sustaining organization. And it starts with you guys supporting us with this crowdfunding campaign. What will we be selling in the store? Well, we'll be selling a whole lot of things. We'll be selling some clothing, from t-shirts to sweaters like these, to hoodies, caps, and so much more. Obviously, these aren't our clothes or anything like that. It's just an example of, the type of clothes that we'll be offering to you guys. Not only that, we'll be having backpacks. Is this a backpack? I don't know, but this, it's pretty cool. And backpacks, water bottles, and so on and so forth. But what I'm most excited about are our publications, which we also want to have at our merch shop. That includes journals, diaries, student journals, prayer journals, devotionals, and even books. I want to be able to help young authors, young Christian authors, give them a platform whereby they can showcase their work and make some money off of it. So that's what we are trying to do with this merch shop and so much more. I'm very excited about what we have, or what we will have, or what we are planning to have on our merch shop. Obviously, it's only possible, or it'll only be possible, with your guys' help and support. What exactly do we need the money for? Well, we want to be able to, number one, launch a website, a professional website, whereby our store will be able to live, and whereby we can showcase more of our work for everyone to see, and for some legitimacy. I think people can be able to trust Youth 412 and what we do if they see the website and a place whereby they can see everything that we do and can be able to, believe and trust in what we are trying to do. I want to be able to get samples for the merch that we'll be doing for you guys. We will be perhaps employing the print on demand model, and so that will make things easier for us so that we don't get to keep the inventory with us, but we'll be able to, want to be able to get the samples so that we can see if it is the right quality for you guys and how it looks before you guys can start buying from the store. We also want to buy our merchandise in large bulk so that we may be able to sell them physically. If we're going to a camp or something or an event, we can be able to display the merchandise there so that people can buy from us physically if they can't, buy online. But not only that, we want to also get the prayer journal manufactured. We want to be able to take the manufacture the samples and have a few journals printed so that we may be able to then send them out to some Christian bookstores. We have been in talks with some of them, see if they're interested in the prayer journal that we have designed, and they've asked for samples, but we don't have money for that yet. So want to be able to get that done so that we may be able to perhaps get a distribution deal and be able to then start manufacturing a whole lot more of those prayer journals, and they can be displayed at other Christian bookstores. So yeah, guys, it is exciting. I'm very excited. I hope you are as well. I mean, if you aren't, then you better listen to this video and watch it again so that you can become excited as I am. Obviously, we know that you perhaps don't have a lot of money or anything like that. We get that, and we are asking you to just give whatever you have. There's no little money or amount of money that you can give. The little boy comes to Christ with 2 fish and 5 loaves. And Christ is able to feed 5,000 people, 5,000 plus people with those 2 fish and 5 loaves. So there is nothing too small in the eyes of Christ. So long as you bring it to his hand, he will be able to multiply and bless so many people. So your contribution, whether it is small or big, will go a long way into furthering the work of this ministry. Yeah, I've spoken so much, but I really do thank and appreciate you for watching this video and for planning to support us, because I know that deep down inside you want to support us right after this. So please go share this video with your friends and family. Tell them about Youth for 12. Tell them about this crowdfunding campaign. And yes, help us launch our merch store.